A very pleasant evening to everybody. First of all, I would like to welcome Mahdi Bagh Youth Club's President, Mr. Moin Malak, and Vice President, Mr. Nuruddin Malak, the Secretary, Mr. Farooq Haq, GB members, heads and vice heads of all the committees. Mahdi Bagh Youth Club was founded 10 years ago by our Honorable President, Mr. Moin Malak, where he leads a group of talented and dedicated people with the sole aim of giving back to the society. And we have grown from Nagpur and reached out to Vishakapatnam, Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore, Ujjain, and Indore. We also have international branches in America, England, U.A.E, Singapore, Australia. Our mission at the Mahdi Bagh Youth Club is to conserve and promote art and culture, to work for the social well-being of all the communities around us, to organize events and art shows, philanthropic activities on a larger scale for the purpose of creating awareness and supporting social causes, to build a strong foundation for the youth so as to represent India to the world. Throughout the session, we will be providing you links to our socials, that is YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You can go check us out anytime you like, and do not forget to hit subscribe. In MBYC, we are instilled with the concept of a healthy mind in a healthy body. Keeping that as an essence for today's topic, I'd like to introduce to someone who works very closely with the human mind. No, she's not a neurosurgeon, but she's been involved in education and personality development of underprivileged children of the labor camp since 10 years under Faza Foundation. She's training, coaching, and mentoring the Arab youth to become career ready in Dubai. Please welcome Afreen Ali Mehdi to begin her session. And before I hand the session over to her, I have a very important announcement, is that you can collect a certificate for this session after the workshop. We will provide you with a Google link where you can register and grab your certificates there. Thank you so much. Afreen, it's up to you.
Thank you so much, Nagma, for that introduction, and welcome all of you for today's session. Thank you so much for taking out this time and logging in here in Zoom. So let's quickly jump on to our topic here, which says mind your mind. So today we are going to talk about the powerhouse that we have inside our body, which is our mind. And before we start anything, let me tell you, this is not a lecture. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and give you lecture for 1 hour. No, this is a session which is a conversation about us, our mental health, our minds, how healthy our mind is, how much effort we are taking to keep our mind healthy and to grow ourselves into a better human being, to realize our full potential. So do we all agree? Can I see a thumbs up? So the chat box is open for you. The unmute button is open for you. So please unmute it and talk. Share your thoughts. It's not just one-way learning. We're going to learn from each other today. Okay, so first, my first question for you today is, what is physical health according to you? Physical health, and what are you doing to maintain it? Please write it in the chat box or open the mic and you can share your thoughts. What is physical health and what are you doing to maintain it? Can you write it in the chat box? Anyone? Yoga, yeah, amazing. Who else is doing what to maintain their physical health? Come on. Running. Yes, we all know, Zainul, how much you run. Gym, amazing. Regular exercise, gym. All right, great. Sports, yeah. So here we are doing something to do for our physical body, so that when we want to do something, our mind, or sorry, our body doesn't go against us. If we want to get up and go for a hike on the mountain, our body allows us. Our legs should have the strength, our body should have the strength, our heart should have the strength to climb that mountain, right? So we do something to maintain our body. Likewise, now we come to mental health. What is mental health? And are we doing something to take care of mental health? Because physical health we are looking at, we have pain in our body, we have pain in our legs, we know it. If we are putting on weight, we know it because our clothes are not fitting us anymore. So physical health is very tangible. What about mental health? Because we cannot put hands to it that okay, this is wrong. So are we doing something to maintain our mental health? So what is mental health? Can someone please define for me what mental health means for you? Mental health, Nitin says mental health refers to cognitive, behavioral, emotional well-being. Bang on. Yeah, Nitin, that's the correct answer. So mental health is actually affecting us in everyday behavior, how we think, how we feel, how we act, what our behavior is every day. So why is mental health important? All right, why is mental health important? So these are the things that you can see on my screen. Mental health, if we are mentally healthy, it helps us cope with the stresses of life, like everyday stresses that we have. Be physically healthy, have good relationships, make meaningful contributions to your community, work productively, and realize your full potential. These are the few things. I've just mentioned a few, but mental health is an integral part of our daily lives, and how important it is, we can look over here. What can affect my mental health? So here, these are the few factors. Although biological is written, but let me tell you, it's a very small part of what comprise or what affects our mental health. The others are life experiences such as trauma, abuse, or your lifestyle such as your diet, physical activity, substance use, etc. So now, this is a little bit about mental health, but today we are going to focus on a topic which is building resiliency. Now, this is a superpower that we all have as human beings. Now, what is resiliency? Let's look at it. Building resiliency in the time of uncertainty. So resiliency is basically a process to bounce back when we are in a stressful situation, when we are faced with fear, when we are faced with trauma. Everyone faces that. Change is for everyone. Everybody goes through some kind of stresses, some kind of situations which make us feel a little down in life. But how we combat or how we react is what differentiates us from being mentally healthy to having unhealthy coping mechanisms. So building resiliency is actually, I call it a superpower, because we are capable to jump back from any kind of stressful situation that we are faced in life. And because I have taken this topic specially because our generation has experienced a one of a kind pandemic from past 2 years, and still we are experiences, it's not yet gone, but it has affected us maybe in a mild or maybe in a very heavy way. So we don't know how much we are affected by it. We were scared when we were roaming about very freely in the open area. We were very scared. We had to wear mask. We were touching anything, but we had to be very careful while touching anything. So it has affected us. That's one of the reason I selected. Other reasons, of course, we all face uncertainty in our lives. So I thought this is an excellent topic, and resiliency has to be built. It is not what you're born with. It has to be built, it has to be strengthened and then maintained. So first let's look at what happens inside our body, and then maybe look at the tips of how to become resilient. So what is happening inside us? So now pay close attention to what is happening inside our minds. So this is our mind. Can you all see it? Is everyone
Yes,
there?
yes.
Hopefully not sleeping. Okay. So this is our brain. Can you see the red part? It is called the amygdala. Now, amygdala has a very important function in that brain. Now, what happens? When you are faced with fear or when you are stressed, this amygdala is activated. This amygdala is activated so that our body reacts to that fear of either the response is fight, flight, or freeze. So when you are faced, so for example, a wild animal comes in front of you, the amygdala will get activated. It will start giving responses. It will start telling your body to either run or either fight or either freeze. So this is the function of amygdala. Okay, and what happens when amygdala is activated? So imagine here your vision becomes tunnel vision, your hearing loss, fast breathing, acceleration of heartbeat, converts glycogen into glucose, produces hormone, slow digestion, muscle tension, and relaxation. So relaxation is continuously the feeling to go to toilet. So that's the relaxation. It's not actual relaxation. So this is what happens when amygdala is activated. So imagine all of these things happen in our body when we are faced with fear. Now, the advantage that we humans have is we have the prefrontal cortex, which is here. Amygdala is here. So prefrontal cortex is responsible to calm us down when the threat has passed. So this is a thinking brain. This is a paying attention brain, self-control and remaining calm. So this helps us get back to normal. So now what happens if we are faced with stresses like bullying at school, continuous bad relationships in the workplace, bad relationships at home, having to care for a disabled person, continuous peer pressure, competition. Now this is also creating a same response in our body as amygdala is activated. So imagine if you are in this situation of constant worry, imagine what your body, imagine what the body has to go through continuously. If you don't calm yourself down, this is what is happening continuously. And that's why you feel exhausted, heavy, sometimes you don't feel like getting up from the bed, frustrated, annoyed with little things, every problem looks big. This is why it is happening. So now our advantage is we have a prefrontal cortex and a superpower called resiliency. So that's what we can use to bounce it back. Now that you know that what is happening to the body, please recognize that these things that are happening, probably a pain in the neck or feeling really heavy, just notice that what's happening here. Are you constantly worrying? Is something continuously bogging you down? Just take care what are the thoughts that are going to you, going in your brain at that time. One more thing that causes a lot of stress is our thinking habits. So now something happens. So these are the thinking habits which causes cognitive distortion. So even if the situation is not so much, it will look huge. So catastrophizing means thinking the worst. So if my head is aching, I'll think, oh God, I've got a tumor. Or if if the, for example, earthquake has hit, okay, I'm the first one who's going to die. So we usually have that problem that if we think the worst of it, and this just enhances the stress. Minimalizing and magnifying. Minimalizing is minimalizing the positive and magnifying the negative. And fallacy of control. So when a stressful event happens, you try to control everything. Now all this is causing a lot of stress, unnecessary. The situation might not be so much, but you're making it more by thinking like this. So now let's get on to the actual how to build this resiliency in our brain, how to actually build it and strengthen it inside us. So when you are going through something like this, the first and the fastest thing is to breathe. This is the fastest way to bring your amygdala to a little bit of halt. When you start breathing. Now 4-7-8 is 4 inhale, 7 hold, and 8 exhale. This is the fastest way to calm down in any situation. So this is the one thing which you can remember. If you're feeling worked up, if you're feeling annoyed, just the first thing you can do is breathe. Okay, everyone with me? Am I going too fast?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you with me or am I going too fast?
We are with you.
Okay, great. Thanks, Rituja. Okay, so this is what is the first way. Now, the second and the most powerful way to build your brain and to actually make neurological changes inside your brain is meditation. So I am going to suggest you a short, very interesting meditation which has helped me a lot. Let's all of us do it together. Are you all in a very comfortable place and can give 2 minutes of quiet and peace to yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Okay, great. So I'm going to put a little bit of light music and just sit back, relax. It'll only be for 2 minutes, but I will just give you a demo of a simple meditation that you can do. All right. Sit back, relax, calm your mind, calm your body, breathe. 4 counts inhale, 7 counts hold, 8 counts exhale. Again, 4 counts inhale, 7 counts hold, 8 counts exhale. Now close your eyes and imagine a huge mountain right in front of you. Beautiful, huge, touching the sky. Standing as strong as it can be. Nothing can move that mountain. Seasons come and seasons go, but the mountain is standing tall. There are harsh winters that bring about extreme snow, avalanches, harshness to the mountain. But it is still standing strong. There are also pleasant summers and springs where the mountain becomes lush green. There are fruits, there are flowers that are growing on that mountain, making it so bountiful. Still it stands still, grounded, immovable. Just imagine this mountain and you merge. Now you are this tremendous, huge mountain. Situations and events come and go in your life. But you, your mind, is still at one place, not affected by anything, grounded, You rejoice in the happy times, and the sad times do affect you, but that is okay. It is going to come and it is going to go, but you are as strong as you can be, like that huge mountain. Now slowly breathe again and know that this place you can come back anytime. Anytime you feel a lot of pressure on your mind, you can just sit, imagine yourself as a mountain, and you will feel grounded. You will feel at ease. Slowly open your eyes. And back to reality. Thank you, everyone. Can you please share your thoughts on how did you feel? You can use your chat box or you can open the mute button and talk. I would appreciate listening to someone or seeing someone.
Hi, this is Anupama here.
Hi, Anupama.
Hi, Afrin, how are you?
I'm good, good. How are you?
Great. I just don't want to come back from this mountain actually. It was a great experience, dear. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Great, great. I'm happy to know that. Very soothing. Thank you, ma'am. I really feel better. Amazing, amazing. So, see, it is such a maybe it doesn't take a lot of time, but it's a great experience. Feel better, very pleasant. Amazing, amazing. I'm so happy. So this is one of the very powerful tool that you have, which is meditation. Neurological sciences have shown actual changes. It actually dampens the activation of amygdala. Imagine this meditation, any meditation that you do, that you decide to do. This has such a powerful influence on you. Moving ahead, building resiliency means you have to take care of your body. There is a full science, there is a full study of psychoneuroimmunology, which studies the actual effect of mind on your body. You can actually treat your own disease with your own mind if you have that power. So body immunity. Now the immunity, when you are stressed or when you are in such conditions, you actually dampen your immunity. So if you are going through a tough time, and just imagine you are exposed to viruses, that actually has an 80% chance of getting to you. And if you keep yourself calm, your body is actively fighting off those viruses. So imagine, sleep well, hydrate, food, eat healthy food, and healthy gut is a healthy mind. So take care of your gut. There are many nutritionists on the group as well. You can take their number. Actually, Nagma is one of them. So next. The other thing is anticipate in and accept change. So change is going to come. If we waste too much time on thinking, why did this happen to you, or why am I the only one who has to go through this, you are just wasting time. You have to embrace change. Change is the only constant, and we are wired to fight and flight. Fight and flight, again, you can relate to the amygdala. Continuously it just activates, so you have to calm it down. The next is stay connected to your people. Make sure you have positive people in your circle. All the time listening to negativity or things that depress you is not going to help you when you are trying to calm down. Make sure you're in touch with people that are important to you. Make your home a sanctuary. So many of us have resorted to work from home, or many of us are going back to work. So that again is a change. So if you're working from home, probably just make another space of work from home, so that it doesn't your bed is not your work from home place, so that you separate the two and it doesn't mess with your mind. Clean up, repurpose it, and declutter. Stay close to the moment. So this is also very helpful. The thing that you can, when you feel anxious, that means you're future oriented. You're all the time thinking of future. What is going to happen to me? What is going to, if I don't do this, this will happen. What will people will think about me? All those things are making you anxious. If you're depressed, you're past oriented. You're thinking a lot about past. This should not have happened to me. Whatever has happened to me is not fair. Those things are again making you depressed. So the best thing you can do is take one step at a time. That's what is being mindful. The meditation that we do, mindfulness meditation, is to make you stay close to the moment. What do I have to do next? What is the smallest step that I can take today? If we are finding ourselves procrastinating because of the huge work in front of us, and plus our mental being is not in the place, we might think that it's too much, just let it be, I'll just sleep. So the thing that can help you is, what is the small step that I can take today? One thing that I can do. Small wins are going to make you feel better. Make the most of it. Make this a change is actually an opportunity to make the most of it. So make more time for family, be disciplined in a routine, and work life separation. Just keep your work and life separate. Wire the positivity. So now you must be thinking, why in the positivity slide this crazy trainer has put a picture of a whale? Right, what does it have to do with positivity? So let me share a great, we can actually learn from a whale. So this is a killer whale, 11,000 pounds. So we are going to learn from this whale. Now how? So there are trainers who train this whale to perform in front of an audience. How do they do that? And so a trainer actually, it's an experience from the trainer, that the trainer, he said that what we do is, when the whale is doing positive, anything which is a positive behavior, they are rewarding the whale. And when they are doing the negative, they are just ignoring. What do you think if they start punishing when the whale is doing something negative? Will the trainer be alive? I don't think so. So what strategy they use is, they reward when they are doing positive, they ignore the negative. So as humans as well, we are very wired to negativity. When things are going really well, we ignore. And when one thing goes wrong, we highlight it. We highlight the negative, say, oh, you did this wrong. But we take it for granted all those things that are going well. So what we are doing, we are pointing the negative out and accentuating the negative. So if you want a behavior of yourself, of others to be eliminated, then I guess ignore it. And what they are doing positive, accentuate it, is what is going to strengthen that behavior. That is what we learned from the whales. And this is actually from a very interesting book, which I'm going to recommend everyone to go through it. It's Power of Positive Relationships. Sorry, the name of the book is Whale Done. Whale Done. It's an amazing read, must read this book, which talks a lot about how we can learn from a whale, of how we can have positive relationships. Highlight the positivity. If anyone wants the book, Whale Done, yes, it's Whale Done by Ken Blanchard. I'll just write it in the chat box. By
Ken Blanchard.
Yeah. Yes. This is an amazing book that you can have a read. Any thoughts on this positivity, and what do you feel about it? Are we actually using positivity a lot, or can you share your thoughts? Anyone? Yes, how to maintain work-life balance. Okay. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, it's visible.
The next is ask for help. If you are not able to do it, please ask for help. There are counselors, there are therapies, there are group counseling, support groups, there are friends, there are parents, there are mothers, there are fathers. So just ask for help, talk to them. These are very, very valuable to have people around us to talk to. Now, gratitude. Now, I can't say enough the power of this gratitude. So, a study was done where they compared people, a group of people wrote down hassles for 10 weeks, and a group of people wrote down what they are grateful for 10 weeks. And what happened? They were not just happier, they were also physically healthier. Imagine. This is the power of gratitude. So this is actually a study where they measured the physical health as well. So imagine just sitting down for 10 weeks only writing what you are grateful for, and you are physically healthy. Imagine the power of gratitude. So what we are going to do is, you all have pen and paper right now. Write just 10 things that you are thankful for or grateful for today. It can be as simple as the chair you're sitting on, or your parents, your spouse, your school, your anything. Just write 10 things you are grateful for. Done? So this is bit of a suggestion that I can give to you to start off your day well. It can either be when you're sitting for prayer, or 2 minutes for yourself, that you write these three things. Today I will let go of anything that is holding you back today. You can let go of. You can just write it, and it works miracle. Journaling works miracles. If you write it, it just gets done. Today I'm grateful for one thing, and today I will focus on. This will give a real direction to your day, and it will help you have a productive day. You can write it down for yourself so that you can start using it. Okay, so now a little bit of activity for all of us. To master your resilience, there are going to be 4 things that I am going to share with you. This is the template. So if you want to just write about the points, you can write it, or you can just practice it now so that you remember. The first thing is acceptance. So what is that one circumstance that you need to accept in order to move forward? So think of something you want to do for a very long time, but for some reason you are not able to. And what is that one thing you need to accept? That, okay, I need to accept this situation so that I move on. So this requires a little bit of thinking. So I would suggest that you maybe take a screenshot, or you just write it down so that you can, when you're sitting in peace with yourself, you can write it down. Does that work? A thumbs up or any sign? Yes, okay. Okay, great, great. The second thing is, one second. So sorry, this, I don't know why it is acting so weird today. The second thing is staying calm. So find what you do works for you. So if meditation works for you, or if exercise works for you, if running works for you, if singing works for you, anything that that helps you regain a sense of calm. So write that down. Maybe it can be 1, 2, 3, so that you know what helps you regain the calm. Third is be authentic. There are the 3 blanks that you have to fill, which is I am, means accept your what are you authentically, honestly, just write it yourself. What are you? I accept and I love. So this exercise is basically going to give you a little bit more awareness about yourself, so that you are better equipped to face challenges, face changes, face stress. And the fourth is be realistic. Set 3 realistic goals for this month. So I really want all of you all to set 3 goals for this month for your mental health. What are you going to do this month that you are going to be at a better place when it comes to your mental health? Either you're going to practice gratitude, either you're going to practice meditation, are you going to practice connecting to your people, anything that you write 3 things for yourself that you are going to do this month. This is actually going to make sure that you are going to do at least something. All right, so can you hear me? Yeah. So we come to the end of the session where I'm going to share a study with you. So anybody aware of what is PTSD? Anyone can tell me what is PTSD? Anyone? Okay, so I'll tell you.
I
PTSD.
think it's about
Anyone?
I think it's
Yeah.
about stress disorder. I think stress
Yes,
disorder.
correct, Weber. Very, very good. So it is a post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, so there was a study conducted on soldiers who came back from a war. So there was a war and they came back, and the psychologist studied them on PTSD. So of course there were soldiers who were affected with this trauma. So anybody affected with trauma gets this disorder. So there were some soldiers who were affected with PTSD, but then there were some which indicated PTSG, which meant post traumatic stress growth. So they actually took this trauma or this change or this stress to grow themselves, to grow their characters, to become better human beings, or to expend this energy on tapping on their strengths, realizing their full potential, and growing in manifold. So imagine one side, the same soldiers, the same trauma, they fell into the disorder side, and the one side they fell into the growth side. So you all can be in that growth side. Take this opportunity where when change comes, or when you are in times of uncertainty, when you can't, take this time to grow. Tap on your skills, tap on your strengths. So Khalil Gibran says, out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. So thank you so much for attending this session today, and I just want to tell you all that hope this session is helpful, and hope you take back something from this session which is helpful to you, and you can reach out to me if you have any doubts, any questions, you want to share anything. Thanks a lot for attending this session. I really appreciate your time. Do you have any questions? I would open the mic to anyone who wants to even share any thoughts or any questions.
Yeah, I already put the how to maintain your life and work balance.
Sorry, I can't hear you properly, Weber.
Already put the in chat box how to maintain your work life balance.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Weber. Anyone else wants to share what they are going to take back from this session, and what they are going to implement, and how they are going to take care of their mental health? Thanks, Rutuja, for sharing what you will practice. Thanks, Chair. Beautifully conducted, insightful. Thank you. If anybody has anything to share, or
I think
yeah.
I think Weber was asking on like tips to maintain work-life balance. I think that was a question that he was asking.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. So, Weber, you wanted tips on how to maintain work-life balance. So, as I mentioned in the previous point, you have to really put a boundary on where you put your work and where you put your life. So, you have to separate the two. For example, you have to put a deadline that, okay, after 6 p.m., I'm not going to attend my phone calls or take any phone calls from work. If that's not happening, maybe some boundaries of telling your communicating it to your team that this is a challenge for me, I'm not able to focus on my life, or talk it with your manager, or something like that. And the other thing, if you're working from home, as I mentioned, dedicate a different place for work from home. You can sit somewhere else for work, and your resting place should be somewhere else. Okay. And then dedicate a few hours for your life, which means again taking care of your mental health, maybe through meditation, through exercise, or whatever feels helpful to you. So that's how you put boundary on work and life. Does it help?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, great. Anyone else wants to share something of their own, uh, share how to maintain this mental. Anybody has more tips, we'll be happy to hear. If not, I can hand it over to you, Nagma.
Hello, Afreen. The session was a wonderful one.
Thank you.
I would just like to share one tip which helps me a lot, and that is to always the lion picture has told the feeling of my heart that, see, in all the religions, be it Islam or Hinduism or any religion, all the spiritual leaders have gone through a lot. We take, for instance, Imam Hussain, or we take Sri Ram or Krishna. Everybody has gone through a lot, and they have come up, and the world remembers them still. So always when we are in a trouble or we are facing some difficulty, the thought of the difficulty of these people is a great help.
Excellent point, Shanu. Thank you so much for sharing. I totally agree.
If you have a proper working mic and have something to say, you can directly say it instead of typing. Shreya is asking how to control our overthinking or thinking a lot.
Okay, yeah, Shreya, sure. Great question. We all are victims to overthinking and thinking a lot. So, definitely, the first thing which I could say is meditation. If that doesn't work for you, some activity that helps you clear your mind. It can be anything related to writing, or if you like to just go out for a walk. Other thing, what you can do is think. Just journaling your thoughts. What is going on in your mind right now? What can I do about it? So it will help you stop overthinking and take more actions. Like, just write a to-do list, like right now what do I need to do, and just get busy in those actions, and you will forget, you will stop, at least for that instance, about overthinking. Does it help, Shreya? Great. Thank you so much for those who are writing or complimenting about the session. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being such a great audience, for listening, for being interacting. It helps a lot. Informative session. Thank you so much. And also, I would like to thank our everyone from actually the organization MBYC, which helps us focus on these area and to live a holistic life. We are really very proud to be members of MBYC, Mahdi Bagh Youth Club.
Just one more thing I want to ask. What is the timing and schedule of the next session?
Pardon? Sorry, I did not hear it.
Okay, I am asking about the next session schedule and all.
You can follow us on our Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, where we'll update you about our next sessions. But if you want specifically for Afreen's session, then I think you should contact her directly.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, anyone was saying something?
Hi, Afreen. One question was raised.
Yeah.
That was when we have so many thoughts in our mind at the same time, what we have to do. So, what I generally do, I wanted to share my experience.
Definitely.
When we have so many like cars and bikes in the traffic, and there is a traffic signal that
Yeah.
stop and maintain the traffics, like that if we have so many thoughts at a time in our mind, we should stop our some time and just relax ourselves and think it is correct what we are thinking or not, and just think ourselves. That I generally do, and do meditate if I'm going to negative side, and just find out something positive in that, and that I generally do, and it really works for me.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Anupama. Also, I would like to just add on to what you said. When you meditate and when you think about, rather than just stopping the thoughts, you can observe those thoughts as a third person. That is called the mindfulness meditation, where you just because thoughts will come and go, and if you just stop and watch your thoughts, let them come, let them drift, let them go, and in between those one thought and the second thought, the quietness that you have and the silence that you have is actually the powerful thing that is going to calm you down.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, most welcome. Thank you for the tip, Zubair. Also, for me, he says visualization of my goals during meditation is very helpful, and it actually works for me. Yeah, definitely, we can manifest so many of our goals with a calm mind when our amygdala is quiet.
Okay, so we are at the end of a session now, and I'd like Arfa to send her give Afreen her a certificate for today's session. If you could please.
Thank you so much, Nagma. And thank you so much, Afreen, for such an insightful session. So many takeaways, definitely for all of us. Especially for me, if I would talk about myself, it would be gratitude and positivity in our lives. So some wonderful takeaways, and we'll always remember this, I'm sure. During the session, we've been putting up our YouTube link. So I would request every one of you to visit our YouTube link, and you can watch this session. Along with that, you can watch many more such skill development sessions that have been uploaded there absolutely for free. But yes, only one thing that we require is your subscription. So please do subscribe to our channel. We will be soon putting up a Google form which you can fill and get your certificates for the workshop. But before we do anything of that, I would, with a lot of pleasure, would like to give away a token of appreciation for our session expert today, Miss Afreen Ali Mehdi. She's done a great job. All of you, please put your hands together. Thank you so much, Afreen. It was a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And for the lovely audience, and hope you all took back something. I'll be happy if you did.
Of course, there were great takeaways. Thank you.
So thank you, dear audience, and I'd like to thank Mahdi Bagh Youth Club for arranging this insightful session for us and many more sessions for us. Mahdi Bagh Youth Club also does master classes and workshops in different fields. And you can go through it on our socials, as Arifa Banglowala has already informed us. And thank you again so much to our President, Mr. Moin Malak, our Vice President, Mr. Nuruddin Malak, our Secretary, Farooq Haq, GB members, heads, vice heads of all the committees, and you, dear audience, thank you for sticking with us till the end. And Afreen Mehdi, Mrs. Afreen Mehdi, thank you so much for this insightful session, because I think everybody will take home this message and will learn from it and probably build a greater resiliency and unlock the superpower that you said that we all have. Thank you.